Well, good evening and welcome to this edition of the Bermuda Football Association's Women's Football Show. I'm your host, Earl Basden, and I'm joined by members of the Young Men's Social Club women's team. First of all, ladies, good evening. Welcome to the Women's Football Show. Let's jump right into it because clearly things haven't started well for the team. But I have to take my hat off to you because you ladies continue to show up. You look like you feel as if you're getting stronger, you're getting better. Don't worry about the girls being scored. But what would have gotten you back into playing football? Because women's football has been as a league has not been existent for quite some time. So how did you really get back involved? And that's to anyone.
So for me personally, football has always been a love of mine. The lack of women's league for the last, I guess, few years has, I guess, made a difference. So having it back has been really exciting to, see the old girls that I used to play with out and about, and just playing for a team again. Having that, it's almost like a second family. You start to learn people, and you build a second little family, with your team. So it's exciting.
Mm. What about the lady sitting next to you?
For me, I've always been athletic. Really, it kind of I had children, so that kind of put it on pause for a while. But football, cricket, netball, softball, I've actually did it all. I've been on national sports back in the day, 15 plus years ago. So I actually signed up for cricket, and I kind of got roped in at a cricket training to come out and play. And I said, why not get back in? My fitness is terrible at the minute, but it'll come back once we get all the union together. We're just trying to build the team at this point right now. So
find our groove as a team.
Sure. What about you, Tarina? Because you've been around for quite some time as well, but football hasn't been for the women.
Yes. My sentiments are similar to the two that just spoke. I'm a bit more mature, and I was playing years ago, and it was always a love of mine. And I got some injuries, a back injury, a serious back injury, and I obviously couldn't perform in football or any sports for that matter. And over the years, I've just been working on my health conditions, and I was approached and said, listen, the women's league starting up again. How would you like to come out? And I thought about it. I'm like, my old self, I can. But then I thought, well, let's have some fun. You know what I mean? I took it more from a perspective of having fun as opposed to being seriously competitive, especially at my age.
Sure. Now, for you lot's team, you see there's a big age gap. You have some younger ladies who are probably just for the first time getting into the sport, and then you have a group of mature ladies that haven't played in the sport for long. So how is that balance working out for you lot thus far? I know you only played 2 games. We're still young into the season, but how is that working out for you three with the younger ones and with the more mature
ones? I think it brings a lot of experience to the team. No matter what fitness levels we're currently at, I think that is our main problem. And then just getting into training and getting everybody there and just learning each other. But I definitely know that we have the potential to do great things. It's just about literally getting ourselves where we need to be, supporting each other through it. It's been tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been tough. And we actually, we only played the last 15 minutes of the last game. So, and it was a tough game for the ladies. It's not easy to cut bombs, constantly, and then come back and have.
But we're still playing. We're still playing with injuries. All of us are still playing with heart. There's no arguing on the team. Like
we all support each other. That's the main thing. So as long as we're all supporting each other, I think the age is not really a factor.
Sure. I mean, and I said it at the beginning. You have to take your hat off to you ladies because I see you still trying. I see you guys still working hard. I've watched a bit of both games, and a lot of teams, especially the men's teams, guys would have quit already. They're not going to continue to take big losses, especially early in the season. But I have to give you credit, and I would encourage you ladies to continue to play because, as you've already stated, it's only going to get better. It's going to get better. You're going to surprise a team this season.
Definitely. And the other thing is we haven't had full teams. So, like these ladies are we're playing full 60 minutes, no substitutes, barely any training. And I think, we're doing pretty good for those factors.
Our first game, we had 8 players.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
So,
but you didn't give up.
No,
not at all.
Not at all. A lot of heart on our team. That's one thing I can say.
And I still have a pulled muscle from that first game.
So let me ask you, why Social Club? Why did you 3 pick Social Club?
Okay, so for me personally, I want to get back into the game. I want to get my fitness level back up. I do have Stars is my home,
family team.
But at the end of the day, it's about getting myself where I need to be and finding a team, where I'm found a little groove. I didn't know if I was going to come back the first time, but we're in a group chat. It's very supportive within the group chat. And that goes a long way, especially like when we're not doing well and like everybody is really supporting each other. It goes a long way.
Mm.
Yeah.
And why did you choose Social Club?
Well, like I said, I was asked to play. So once I said I knew it was a league again, for me, like it's fitness, like with my cousin. I just need to get my fitness back up and be consistent with it and just really, really have fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like she said, we're actually Baston Stars. But Social Club is a very like she said, we're very like unified. It's so supportive. Like just everyone is just like very, very, very supportive. You can't find a lot of teams like that, to be honest.
Right. Too many teams want to win right from the start.
Yeah, exactly. and it's not always about winning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tarina, clearly you've already stated that you've had quite a few injuries, but working your way back and choosing Social Club, why was it Social Club?
Ironically, because we 3 have just met since playing for the team, so I didn't know them before. But ironically, I came from Dandy Stars as well, way back in the day when I used to play. And that was more or less.
One night I know your face.
Yeah. That I was drawn when I was told as a ladies' league, I was looking to go Dandy Stars. And then, of course, I was told, well, they have a full team. And Young Men's Social Club is starting this team. And also back in the day when my daughters were younger, they played for Social Club. So I have a relationship with Social Club, and it's a feeling of a family orientated club. It's very supportive, and like you just feel like family there. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, if it's not Dandy Stars, it definitely will be Social Club, which is who I play for.
So I'm gonna go to personal now. Like, what goals did you set for yourself for this season? And then we'll get to the team goals. But when you decided you was going to come back out and play, what goals did you set for yourself to achieve this season?
For me, it's just to get back in shape. I haven't really been doing anything other than being a mom and working. So I just want to get my fitness back up and learn the game again, to be honest. It's a lot of things I need to clean up on, and so I just need to pick my game up, my fitness up. I have been like during COVID, but I was doing like running and trying to stick with it, but it obviously things happen and fall off track. But I'm getting back on, and I'm in cricket and football now, so we're gonna be back on form.
Okay.
The whole team.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Sophia?
So I definitely want to resharpen my skills. Like Tanisha said, I used to play for the national team, and we went to Puerto Rico to represent Bermuda, and that was a great experience. And just watching all these young girls coming out to play football, it brings back memories, it brings, and good memories, girls are coming out to get active, get fit, have fun, be competitive, and exactly, learn the game. So my main goal is to sharpen up my skills and get back in shape.
Sure. And you, Tarina?
Sort of echoing these girls, you know what I mean? It's been a long time for me, and like I said, I had some health issues as far as injuries, my back and all. And I operate my own business, which is water trucking. And my daughters, that's all I do, like truck day and night. And my daughters are like, Mama, all you do is work. You need to do something. So I needed an outlet. And when this opportunity came up, I said, I was always a lover of the game. So I was like, hey, why not? Let me get back into it and let it be an outlet as well as work on my fitness level. And like they said, and learn the game again. Because ironically, it's been a while and it's just little things that I just forgot about. And, which will come with time,
Sure.
Sure. Things like,
Yeah. So when you would have first met, first training session, laying out ideas of what you want to try and accomplish as a team, what were some of those goals set for you?
As a team?
As a team, yeah.
Well, first and foremost, we were told just have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go out there and have fun and have unity and support each other no matter what, and fight to the end, so that's what we have been doing. And that was some good advice given to us, which we followed, and that's what's keeping us going. And ironically, although the age difference between some of us is a big gap, we all gel. Like the younger girls, they're just young in number, but they are well mature for their age. So that's why it's no bickering, no arguing, and we're just all supportive of each other, And so that's our goal, was to go have fun, but try to do the best that you could.
Yeah.
And you could only get better,
Right.
And that's what we are, definitely.
And after each game, we're like, what can we do to be better next time? What things can we do differently next week to bring a different result on the weekend?
Yeah. After that first game, what were some of the things that you guys would have been telling each other to encourage each other to come back the following week? Because you lost heavily the first time out. Now here you come, second game, but you want to have a different attitude. You want to have the same attitude, a positive attitude, but it can be a little discouraging at times. So what were some of the things you were saying to each other to encourage each other to show up last Friday?
Well, it's so funny you asked that, because somebody next to me after our first game didn't want to come back. She was just like, if we're gonna go and keep losing like that, I can't do it. But she definitely, after the group chat started, it definitely was like it changed her mind.
I'll be honest, we played that game. We hadn't been to one training.
Nope.
We had not met these ladies before. Like, we literally came, met on the day, and played with them. And I think, and then played with 8 men. So I think that is a spectacular. But in the second half, we only let in 1 goal.
1 goal, yeah.
So it showed you that we could come together. We just needed, we need more players. We definitely need more players. Right. And I do think we need a little bit more balanced players. I think we need a few more younger players, just to give us a little bit more running and air.
Because we needed subs, definitely. So we definitely hope that more girls will come out. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be discouraged because they're losing 8, 9, 10, nothing.
But we came up with two different training days to make sure everybody could get out. We're now trying to see if maybe we have the right training days to make sure that we get everybody out, because it's important that we train as a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the main things that we're working on right now, and getting some more players.
Sure. Well, we saw a slight improvement of players this time around. What are some of the things? Because clearly everybody knows somebody. It's just a matter of encouraging that other person to come out and see if they like it, kind of thing, or if it's something they want to get involved in. So what are you telling somebody to encourage them to become a part of it?
Tarini.
Oh, well, personally, I haven't talked to anyone really because I just haven't interacted with anyone, like they said, of a younger age to encourage them. That's my intention. But I do compliment and commend the younger players because, like I said earlier, they are very mature for their age. But at the same time, it's so easy for a young person to give up and say, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like we're playing with all these older women that are not fit and we're losing, we're getting slaughtered. So that's it. I'm packing it in, or I'm gonna go try to play for a team that has younger girls. So I actually commend them for staying and sticking to it, to be honest. And my intention is to try to recruit younger, fitter players so that our game and our team could only improve.
Yeah. It's a lot of heart on our team.
Definitely. A lot of character.
You can see that. You can see that.
That would take us a long way, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You can see it. I mean, like I said, I've watched a bit of both games, and you could see that the determination, the heart, the drive to try to do better, you could see it. It's there. Everybody's trying to do stuff. The way you are communicating with each other. And again, I would always go back to men some would have walked off the field by now, 2 games in, or they would have been went into a confrontation with each other, but encouraging each other to do a little better, to do a little something a little different. I would encourage you guys to continue on that vein, because it could only bring other people who probably want to just play, want to just have fun, because that's what you're doing. You're playing and you're having fun. They may just join you to say, let me go join them because they're having fun, kind of thing. So, now obviously she ratted you out by saying you weren't coming back, but
I'll be honest, I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive.
We're members soon.
And I was like, I don't know if I could do this. Not having enough players, playing the hill game. But like I said, we all came together. The group chat's been super supportive, and I was like, I can't leave these ladies. Like, I can't. And it's not like I was moving to any other team. I was just not going to play, because it's just too competitive. That's shooting myself in the foot. You know what I mean? So I stuck it out, and I'm here, and I'm glad I did, because I brought another friend onto the team, and she played her first game this week. So we got, we had a few younger players this week.
A few more players.
So, we can only get better. We can't get worse. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, each player identifies their strengths and their weaknesses. So give me individually, give me your strength and what you think you need to work on other than your fitness to improve your game.
Sure. So for me, I think it was learning my position and what position I play best, not as opposed to what position I think I play best. So, I always thought that I was more of a straight midfielder. I'm a better midfield defense. So it's just learning your position, learning how your position, helps the team, and, how you can push forward with, I need kicking skills. I need to, I'm quite rusty. So, each training is a learning experience for me all over again, because it's been at least 10 years since I played football.
Right.
So that's a long time.
Sure. Lisa?
Okay, for me, my strength would be probably I know how to read a field. That's my strength. Weaknesses, a lot of them. Like Sophia said, I really have to work on my skills, to be honest. Pass is pretty good. I feel like I say I play striker midfield, but right now I don't have the skills for it. I still have the speed.
Right.
I can gap cross a few players, but it's just getting it on target and scoring goals. I have to just work on that, basically.
Sure.
And fitness. Because obviously, if I want to be striker or midfield, I need to be able to run.
Right. Right. Serena?
My strength would be like Sophia. I'm somewhat very competitive, so my strength would be my guts. I I would be tired, and but I would tell myself you can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to keep going no matter what. And there are going to be times where I'm going to be seeing not to keep going because I'm just too tired. But within, deep within, that's what my strength is, telling myself that you can't give up, keep going. Um, and just working on my skills is one of my weaknesses. I also know that I hold the ball too long. I hold on it too long. I'm a deep thinker. So it comes out on the football field as well. I get the ball and I'll be thinking, I was told by some friends before we started playing, before you even get the ball, know what you're gonna do with it. This are male friends, right? That are well into football. Know what you're gonna do with it before you even get it. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. And I got in the field, and because of my deep thinking nature, I get the ball and I'm like, okay, am I going to give it this person? Am I going to give it to that person? Am I going to turn? So that would be my weakness, that I hold on to the ball too long. But I'm definitely going to work on that. And that's a mental thing more than a physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely going to work on that. And I can only get better if I work on that, because if I receive the ball and I do what the advice was given, get rid of it sooner, then it'll just only improve my personal game and the team game, because I'll be releasing the ball and giving someone else an opportunity to get it and go up the field to try to score. So, because we do well. I couldn't speak for myself. I feel guilty when I hold on to it, and these girls are young and fit. By the time I decide what I'm doing, if it's somebody's on me and taking the ball from me, and then they go down the field and possibly score, and then I feel bad that I caused the girl from holding on to the ball.
Sure.
So that's what I definitely have to work on.
Well, again, I'm going to commend you, the three of you, because you've identified the weakness, and a lot of people hate to tell people what the weaknesses are. They're quickly to tell them what the strengths are, but identifying what you need to work on, so you can take that to the coach and say, listen, I need to work on this part of the game, of my game, that would help the team, kind of thing. So when you were playing back in the day, what were some of the fondest memories you had of playing?
For me personally, was definitely that Puerto Rico trip
Right.
for, I want to say 2009 qualifications for World Cup.
Yeah.
Just that whole experience was spectacular. We didn't win. We won against Anguilla, and we lost against Puerto Rico, which was okay. But just that whole experience, going away as a team, representing Bermuda. At the time, I did play for Somerset. We weren't the best team in the league. But again, another family, I see some of the ladies who I used to play for Somerset out playing. And I'm like, oh, you're still playing ball. Like, it feels good. It feels good.
Right. Okay. What about you, Tanisha?
What was the last thing? I'm sorry, I got distracted by the children.
Okay.
No, just asking about what some of your fondest memories of playing back in the day.
I just was competitive. So for me, I guess it's greedy of me saying about winning. I used to play. I started with Wolves for 1 year, but they didn't gel. So I went Dendytown to obviously the family's team, and I was there for years. I trained with the squad, but I never took any trips. I trained with the squad for years. So for me, it's just playing the game, just playing. Like I've always been very athletic. So any type of sports where I can be competitive is just for me. So I just want to get back into that.
I remember at one point I was doing training like 6 days a week between national team and my club team.
Right.
Crazy. But I can't do that now. But it's just like, it's amazing memories, definitely, and the people that you meet along the way.
Right. What about you, Tarina?
I don't have any particular fond memory, but again, echoing on what the girls are saying, back in the day when I played for Dandy Stars, again, it was similar to, I felt that same family orientated feeling that I get from Young Men's Social Club,
100%.
that I got from Dandy Town. Was like a family, and we were all close and we gelled. And I obviously played in a different era from the Manders girls, and myself and a lot of the players had young children at the time, and we used to bring our children to training and to the games, and our children would play together. And like I said, I can't emphasize enough. It just felt like a real family
Yes,
unit,
definitely.
and that's my fondest memory of Dandy Town when I was playing. We were all very close. And then
Right.
after the game, we would go back in the changing room. We'd talk about it. I'm sure most teams do that, but we would talk about it, and we would, discuss where our pros and cons were and what we're gonna do, move on from here, and next game what we should do. And you left feeling with a sense of pride, even if you lost the game, you still felt proud of yourself because everyone was encouraging and positive to each other. It was no bickering, no arguing. So that's my fondest memory.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what would be some of the things you would be encouraging others who are probably sitting on the fence, because you have quite a few girls that love playing football, but probably the parents don't want them to play because it's senior girls that are a little stronger and so forth. But what would you do? What would you say to encourage somebody to get involved, to get back involved, or to try it at least once or twice to have a go at a season?
Yeah, that's the key right there. Just to come out, just come out. Just even if it's to a couple training sessions, if you don't feel comfortable playing yet, just to see if you gel with the team, and if you feel like you want to get back into it. You don't have to just jump into a training and then go straight to a game.
Right.
You can feel us out. You can feel a couple teams out, because literally you don't have to stick to one team unless you've played already. You can go. They can go and feel a couple teams out. But come social club.
To be honest, I feel like our team offers a comfort zone for people who might not necessarily know the game or haven't played the game in a long time, who are not where they are fitness wise. We're all ladies who are just trying to get back to loving the game and learning the game all over again. So I feel like we're like the perfect little stepping stone for people who are really trying to get into playing again.
Sure.
And we don't even have to be a stepping stone, because we could just build the team, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a stepping stone. This could be the team.
I mean,
we can take on all these young legs on the field.
I have to say, since I've started playing football, and I take my daughter to my trainings, and she's come to a few of my games, and she bought a football today because she wants to get into football just because she sees me doing it, and that's an amazing feeling, because she just wants to do it out of pure love. She's got a football to go and practice, so it all trickles down to the youth.
Yeah. My advice to someone, especially if it's a younger person, is to come, like they said, and feel it out. But my biggest advice would be to come with a positive outlook. No negativity. We want positive energy. People feed off of energy. And we want that positive energy to encourage, So because it just takes one person to be negative
to throw
the whole team down. So, I'm not putting any young person down, but of course, if you're older, you're more mature. Most people more mature mentally. So that would be my advice to a young person coming in to play. Just come with a positive outlook and a positive mind, and support each other.
Sure. Well, again, I'm going to encourage you ladies to continue this season. Look forward to next season, improving each and every game, get something out of each and every game, to keep those encouraging words on your chat, and sort of convince others to join in. and have the fun that you really, really want. I mean, yes, you can be competitive, but you could be competitive and say, you know what, I'm going to win 5 tackles today. That's going to be my goal for the day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You set yourself small goals, and then you build on those type of things. So I encourage you ladies to continue on. I know you're going to have full support from Social Club because, like you say, that they're family orientated. So they're going to make sure that you have everything that you need and want to improve. So, you know, again, encouragement, hang in there, you know, just enjoy the remainder of the season. And who knows, again, you're going to stun one of these teams. One of these teams are going to.
One of these teams is going to feel it. I'll tell you, even if it's 1-0.
So let me ask you a question. What's the victory dance? I know somebody's got a victory dance.
Take a draw. I don't have a victory dance. Let me tell you. We're going to come up with one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what training sessions are for.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I want to thank you three very, very much. And again, to your teammates, job well done. Continue on the journey. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep having fun. Keep doing what it is you like to do, because obviously you came back because you liked the game or you loved the game. So you wouldn't come back to something if you didn't have that feeling in your heart to do it. So keep playing. You're gonna win again.
Yeah.
And
we just have to keep working. We got it.
Yeah, I just want to say, like Sophie said earlier, like I commend the girls for pushing on, because we literally came out without training. And I hope I ain't telling tales on the coaches.
That's okay.
But we had no training at all, not one session when we played our first game. And the second game, I think we had like one session.
Yeah.
So bearing that in mind, I think we did extremely well. And then that game was, we were playing with 8. On paper was 8, but it was really 7.5 according to the coach, because we had injuries on the field who the girls couldn't really perform at their best. So we did extremely well, and I just want to commend the whole team. You know, for the positive attitude and to continue to push on, and we can only get better.
I could say if somebody's looking for a family in football, Social Club's where it's at.
Okay. All right. Well, again, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Look forward to hosting you again on the Women's Football Show, and more positive news out of Social Club.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Stand by.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
All right.